Hey boys, good evening, we're back.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Yeah, several things. We had some blog update or something. Or Dev's talking about something. Let's check it out. Uh-huh. Feature focus, one elevation, huh? Let's see what it says here. Greetings! Today we are kicking off a series of blogs that are a little different to our norm, in which we take a deep dive into some of the grittier aspects of Total War Warhammer 3, tearing into the real meat of the game and pulling apart its entrails for all to see. So, they're looking under the hood. Gonna get a look under the hood. The aim is to explore some of the often overlooked areas of the game at a developer level, with the aim of squashing some of the mysteries surrounding the many systems found in Warhammer 3. Helping us get our head around things in Warhammer 3. Helping us get our head around things is Warhammer 3 designer William Hagstad. Not sure how you read that A letter. Let's see what I have to say. We begin with a look at the elevation. How much does having the high ground really change the course of battle? Let's find out. Well, the biggest difference for the high ground seems to be like missile damage. Like the A and the Hawk. Hawkstad. Elevation 101. Let's see what I have to say. You've quite likely seen the units with high ground enjoy a significant advantage when fighting on a sloped terrain loading screen tip. But have you ever wondered how? Let's peel back the curtain a bit using a force that some say is more dangerous than any of the Dark Gods. Mats. In Total War, you control units that comprise individual entities, for example, as Empire Swordsman units collection of 120 swordsman entities. Not 90, but 120 for you large is the way players. The elevation calculations happen at the entity level. This means that when calculating the bonus, an attack should gain from elevation. The relative height between the attacking and defending entities is determined regardless of the overall situation of their units. Huh. Therefore, the numbers can vary when fighting on a particularly bumpy terrain or if a unit is deployed across a slope. Regarding about elevation in combat, there are three key cases where it becomes relevant: projectiles, melee attacks, locomotion. We know that you go faster downhill and slower uphill. And projectiles do more damage if they're shot from the high ground than units that are on lower ground. That's like the most noticeable thing. But melee attacks, you know, I always assumed they would have some kind of bonus if they have a higher ground. But how much? Nobody knows if it works or if it's irrelevant. Sometimes you need to min-max all the bonuses, you know, like encourage effect, water, trees, high ground. It might matter. Might matter. Most of the battles in campaign are so imbalanced that all this thing is irrelevant. So this might be just more aimed for maybe base multiplayer environment. When a projectile hits an entity, we generate a height delta that is equal to the difference in vertical height between the firing and receiving entities, calculated from the base of each. Sorry, Henry, being told does not actually factor into elevation modifiers. We use this delta to give the unit a height coefficient value for the attack. This coefficient linearly scales up to a maximum delta of 40 meters, at which point it caps out at 30%. The ranged unit firing down upon their target from 40 meters or above is doing a respectable 30% extra damage. Well, that's a lot. Because the range is already doing too effective, really. It's important to highlight that this delta can also be a negative, and a ranged unit firing at a target that is 40 meters above them is doing 10% less damage. In practice, assuming a pair of otherwise equally matched ranged combatants are shooting at each other, one with a high ground is enjoying 184% of the damage of the target's volume. This isn't mutually assured destruction, it's a complete slaughter. As a practical example, an Emperor Crossman firing an Emperor Swordsman after 2 meters below them gains 1 point of armor piercing and 4 points of base missile damage from his elevation, netting him a modest 4 extra damage after calculating for the armor roll in this interaction. Now 4 damage might sound like a very small difference, but consider that the Emperor Swordsman has 69 points for every entry in the head. Well, that's like per volley, you know, they're gonna keep firing, you know, they rarely get stopped. This adds up so much. By taking this high ground, the crossman can potentially take out a swordsman in 3 crossbow bolts instead of 4. Plus this reaction repeats over 100 times in every volley, meaning that small consistent bonuses can cascade into huge performance improvements in practice. Let's look at one final example. In this case, the high ground advantage is an approximate coefficient of 25%, and this bonus compounds in the unit with an elevated position, letting them rout the otherwise identical enemy unit while maintaining an additional 1000 health. And with 20 extra entities left standing, it will be a much better shape later in the battle if it has a chance to contribute again. Taking all of this into account, here's 2 common scenarios that you can take advantage of in Warhammer 3. Walls. Walls and other elements common to settlement battles provide opportunities to gain an elevation bonus over your opponent, alongside some potential added benefits like partial cover against projectiles. Flying units. Flying units hover roughly 6 meters above the ground, and so they benefit from an elevation damage bonus of 12% if their target is standing on ground level. Like, this is noticeable when the gyros brimstone guns are firing on the low ground. And it's noticeable. Those projectiles hit hard, especially when they hit a large entity. Remember that this also means they take roughly 12% less damage from missiles fired from those same targets. As such, flying units placed above already tall terrain compound their additional height and quickly reach high coefficients, though, like all units, a high delta exceeding 40 meters does not grant any further benefit. Well, this projectile thing, this is all we knew already. Just we didn't know exactly how much. But this is, if you pay attention, this is quite obvious in the game. Nothing new there. In melee, this works exactly like projectile examples above in every way, with a single functional difference. The max coefficient is achieved at 1 meter of difference between the attacker and defender. Does this mean any unit that has weapon range or reach of 2 has quite a bit of advantage on high ground over a low ground in melee? So like, if you want to have like a really huge advantage while outnumbered, you deploy Saurus or Temple Guards on the high ground, facing a lot of enemy infantry. So if you know the unit has weapon range 2, you really want them to be deployed in high ground. Shame the game doesn't tell you which units have weapon range of 2. Like, if they haven't changed Warhammer 3, Orc Biggins have 1 range and Saurus Warriors have 2 range. And they are literally almost the same unit. So you don't know these things on the hood. But what about the units in the back row? Haha. The second line. Sometimes those units can attack if they have more range. That makes the most difference why these units win over one range units. There are at least some kind of feature highlights, and talking about the elevation in the first one. It's worth remembering that these levels are calculated between individual entities in their respective units, thus introducing a much greater level of uncertainty into an engagement as fighters jostle around in the fray. I think Phoenix Guard should have 2 range, Zarox. Although I think both Phoenix Guard and Swordmaster should have 2 range, but if they put 2 range on a lot of these reach weapons, they imbalance the multiplayer, because some of these units then become way better. I think a lot of these things with weapon range is a combination of oversights and some I don't know, arbitrary balance in multiplayer, I guess you can call it. Because I think anybody with a long weapon should have 2 range. We've seen those swords on the Sword Masters, they should have 2 range. Over the entire engagement, however, the unit with an overall better position on a slope will average higher reliable coefficients, alongside the much strict requirements for the height delta of 1 meter. Let's speed a swordsman against a unit of spearmen on a very steep slope. Normally, swordsmen can handle more specialized spearmen with ease, thanks to their greater melee stats and higher damage. When a spearman attacks from the high ground, their advantage swings this matchup back in their favor, further highlighting how the effective usage of the terrain can let a unit take fights it would otherwise be unable to. The engagement picture about the usual decisive victory for the swordsman gets flipped to a narrow victory for the spearman. Okay. So the melee matters as well. I also assume there's some melee bonus for the other guys. But if you know that your units have more range, I think I gauge those upon high ground, if possible. I tend to deploy in a terrain where I have a lot of clean, clean terrain, so I can just fire, no problem. I don't really bother that much usually about the high ground. Locomotion. The high ground isn't just about fighting, okay? It's mostly about fighting, but slopes can also affect how quickly a unit travels and how much fatigue they suffer while doing it. So fatigue is a factor as well. Take this Red Crescent King Chief running up and down the slopes of the Grimminghaugen. Even moving across uneven surfaces have a value called the locomotion gradient, which has a value of 0 on a perfectly flat surface and trends either upwards or downwards when moving up or down a slope. Rolling downhill, here the Red Crescent King Chief reports an actual speed value of 5.8 meters per second, which is higher than the 46 list on his unit info panel. We multiply all speed numbers by 10 for displaying game to help keep the whole numbers nice and readable. Well, that's what I didn't know. So his speed is actually 4.6 meters per second. There's also a walk speed and a run speed, so that's a different thing as well. And a charging speed. This speed changes because the slope he's moving down has a locomotion gradient of roughly minus 0.26, which we subtract from the default speed multiplier of 1.0, resulting in a 26% speed increase. Technically, a unit can achieve up to 50% speed increase given a comically steep surface, but we cap the value there for sanity purposes. Makes me wonder if there is a gradient in locomotion gradient for the fleeing units. Do they just move slightly faster? Because they, you know, they're shattered in routing. I also noticed the AI fleeing units sometimes just recover vigor while fleeing. Meanwhile, your units that chasing are getting tired. Spinning him around and running back up the slope slows him down to a more modest 3.62 actual speed value. 22% decrease roughly. Up and down transaction mechanic, yeah. In short, if you're trying to put some space between yourself and the enemy archers, you should probably not run up a hill. And equally, you should probably not deploy your own vulnerable range units near the base of a hill. The enemy can take advantage of the increased speed, close the gap faster while simultaneously taking less damage from your long ground fire. Collision impact damage must also be considered. This is a very complex topic that we might dive into more deeply on a later blog. The short and sweet version reads like this: entities moving faster while they collide with the enemy will deal more damage and cause higher knockback based on their relative velocity to the target. Yeah, we experienced this. I just wish some of these more relevant hidden stats would show on the unit stats, inside unit stats tooltips. In other words, the most brutal charges are delivered downhill, especially if the enemy is running into you at the same time. Finally, the locomotion gradient is also used to penalize the fatigue of units moving up steep slopes, though do keep in mind that no fatigue benefit is gained by going downhill. Another example above, a gradient of 0.26 triggers the most severe fatigue penalty, increasing the amount of fatigue unit gains by whooping 150%. And none of that matters if the AI just sits in a clump and lets you just destroy them. Lots of vigor lost or fatigue buildup going up the hill. Breaking the rules of Strider. Got all that good, because units with the Strider attribute ignore a lot of what's listed above. That unit does not suffer any typical penalties when it comes to dealing damage, although it's still subject to typical penalties when it comes to receiving it. So such a unit deals full damage but no extra while shooting at someone above. It then deals full damage plus extra when shooting someone below it. Strider's actions negate the penalties, but his reactions do not. Next up, and we're done. The ground has leveled out and everyone's knackered. Hopefully you will learn something new and didn't have you tilted. Our next feature focus blog will examine the overall concept of damage, both how it's dealt and how to defend yourselves against it. Also on the way are deep dives into projectiles and target penetration. Plus we'll be parallel parking our way into the topic of chariots, mass and charges. As always, your feedback is welcome. See you on the battlefield, the Total War team. Feature focus new thing. I have to admit that playing 5 campaigns at the same time is a little bit too much, even for me. But it happened. The last 2 got requested by viewers. Durtu and Albric are close to finish. And who knows how long will Scarbrand and Xiaoming last. The Kotorgan one is a long one. More or less, we are all familiar with all that, especially the projectile side of things and the speed one. Hey, Parik and Osmer. So, we're playing Exiles of Nehek with the Wrathful Reaper, Scarbrand. This is Blood Host. This is basically just early game. We have cleared the bear idols and just making top notes.
I refuse. Stop pushing it. In Cardiff's name.
We do enjoy replenishment in foreign territory. I think if it's a ruin, it does not count. And Nibla. Wish we had some missile resistance in this guy. No missile resistance for the big demons. Rank 10 for his weapon, which is quite a potent one. -1 region for Scarbrand puts us to 12. If this campaign ends, we just switch to another one. My pick. Otherwise, you guys can switch yourself. I personally do not care about this faction or this campaign, but I'm playing it anyways. The mindless slaughter is, you know, good.
Zog off. Skulls. Blood.
So we definitely want to follow up battles with these guys. Zarok's just BAM! -10 regions.
I hunger for battle.
Yeah.
Cultist of the Blood God.
This guy looked always so mad.
The harbinger of doom. Khorne's will.
Okay, got some savage orcs to smack. Let's go. One more region, huh? Oh, well, this changes things.
Yes. Blood.
+1, okay, we're good. +1, +2, +3. Oh, that was also -1. There was actually one more, two more. Oh, I just lost. We were at 1. We were at 1, and then we got to 2. Oh, that was actually 1 to 2. It was actually to 2, okay. 3, 4. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's we are at 2. According to my log. Okay.
They are skulls of Khorne.
Okay, battle against the savage orcs. When your settlement outlaws all army does campaign end, well, I'm still going to get a settlement in the next campaign.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
What's better, regular orc or a savage orc unit? I think overall the orc boys, the regular orcs better. Overall. But if you're playing with Wurzak, then the savage orcs better. Thanks, Rock.
Chaos Warriors!
The regular orcs are just more balanced. Skills, technologies, scrap, upgrade-wise. Because the savage orcs are a little bit too much on the offense, which they don't really need it because of the VA ability. That's ridiculous for the early game. His strongest stat is speed though, due to his mass. Same for Nakari. So Tretch probably gives him the... Tretch and Nakari gives him the strongest buff. And better swiftness.
Khorne's command!
Which campaign have been enjoying the most? The High King one.
Warriors of Khorne!
No bad feelings about either one of these. Really, don't mind playing any of these. 2 are almost finished though. 3 actually now.
The drinker of blood!
You talking about current campaigns or the overall Udrov? My favorite is Gore so far.
Eradicate them! Fury leads us all! I obey! No! I must! For Khorne! Break the storm! Down to way!
Carbon actually gets killed by these archers. He has no missile resistance. That's a failure. This big characters, they forgot to give the missile resistance.
Blood! Skulls! Slaughter! Khorne wills it! I'm battle!
Khorne says, I just restarted my latest campaign. Was doing great, and got all brave. Slowed down a Skaven army at the edge of my vision, killed it. Proceeded to get it killed off by the other Skaven stacks just waiting out in the deserts to move. Yeah, this is a classic AI bait. There will not be in your range if there's not something else on the follow-up, especially if it's not a 100% movement. Surprisingly going for the gate. This is actually very good pet finding for a start, for a change.
The defenders are slain.
One more region.
Scotland. Khorne demands movement. Seek out slaughter. It is done. Insufficient slaughter here.
I think there's a better weapon range here.
The hard fury. So be it. The exiled one. Skulls. Fury leads us on.
Oh, guys are gonna slaughter there.
Khorne demands.
I think they're terrified. I'm surprised.
Scotland. Slaughter. Done without mercy. Blood. I obey.
That's collision damage.
Spreading destruction. Obeying Khorne. Scotland. Seek out slaughter. Khorne wills it. Move out. On your feet. I'm battle.
Gonna take away too much damage here.
It is done.
The archers are a problem for scaverns.
For Khorne.
Didn't give any missile resistance.
Seek out slaughter. Move out.
Skyrim base stats are incredibly impressive. Reminds me of like the old Colic compared to the rest of the game.
For Khorne. Fury leads us on. Blood, skulls, slaughter, rage. It is ours. I'm battle. Oh! Arch. On your feet. Khorne demands movement. Eradicate them. Arch for Khorne. Scotland. Move out. So be it. I'm battle. Fury leads us on. Khorne demands movement. For Khorne. On your feet. Seek out slaughter. I am Khorne's wrath. Skulls. Oh! Arch for Khorne.
Well, the only way Savage Orcs can beat Skarsnik is with missiles. It's hilarious.
Seek out slaughter.
Just because of stupid design. Demons.
The Khorne. Blood. I'm battle. Done without mercy. Arts. My duty. Oh. I obey. Move out. Insufficient slaughter here. Seek out slaughter. Arts. Fury leads us on. Arch for Khorne. I'm battle.
They could have made Troy so crazy good.
Seek out slaughter.
Either just one side.
Insufficient slaughter here. Arch. Move out.
Troy should have just been fantasy.
Arch for Khorne. Oh. Fury leads us on. On your feet.
You guys know that in Troy, you could actually see attack interval on the stats. This almost tells me the version they used to build the Warhammer 3 was even started before Troy did.
Eradicate them. Lusting for slaughter.
Drone stream whenever. That's a cash grab game. I will need to cash grab myself. With those correct stats as the games got tired, no way.
Hunting souls.
No way.
Our blood boils.
How did the indie studio do that?
Their chaos command.
If Khorne units are any faster, what would the point of playing Slanesh? Khorne units are just the right speed. Just get monsters and the cavalry if you want to have faster units.
Slaves to darkness.
While the Chaos Warriors are kind of slow, but look at that armor, man, that's crazy. Bloodletters have just the right speed.
The drinker of blood. Fury leads us on. Khorne seizes control.
The best thing to get on Scarband is the Banner of Swiftness. So much collision damage.
Chaos warriors of Khorne.
It's probably my favorite thing about Nakari and Scarbrand, the collision damage. How come Scarbrand has full vigor after running for 10 minutes? That's a good question. And I've been wondering that myself. Maybe he has a hidden stat where he gains vigor as he kills.
Yes, move out.
That's a very good question. It reminds me of Kolek. Kolek would only get tired while fighting and not while running. I guess it's the momentum. Momentum is enough. Momentum. It's momentum, and we haven't been fighting that much. We've been just running. Running is not as some as fighting. It was momentum and just running, not fighting. Arconus asks, how come I have no vigor left of running 10 steps? Because you're a fat bastard. Doesn't Beastman's faction overall? I really enjoy Beastman. The mechanic with the stones, the heartstones, it's really nice. But it's not balanced enough, good enough. They just made him too overpowered. This is a capital, right?
Another fortress for Khorne. Scarbrand, slave.
Another portal. I am fat. My BMI is 31. What the hell, man?
The harbinger of doom.
What was my BMI before diet? Slightly over 40. I haven't lost any weight this year because of too much alcohol, I think. This is kind of sad that when the best skill on his tree is missile resistance. Just because there's no missile resistance. Both these skills are quite nutty.
All the better for speed.
So, we have 2 regions right now. And somebody already moved a region, huh? One more region by Wanchler, okay. We're back in business, boys. Yeah, I'm shocked people want to end Scarbrand, just because they want to see other stuff. I mean, this is way too early to end it, but there's other campaigns to play. I don't mind either way.
Wrath incarnate.
Our units are quite crazy, so we don't really need battle skills right now, I think. We can also kill them way fast with Skull Takers.
Khorne grants me power.
1 more, 2 more regions. 6 now. Bring back Durtu. I'll switch to Durtu or end this campaign.
The wrathful reaper march through the agony.
Color of Khorne. It's weaker than a generic item, but it's pretty good though.
Khorne instructs. I obey.
Pretty good item to find.
Lord of Khorne, your lord has returned. Cultist of the Blood God. No sacrifice can appease him. No food
As the leader of those guys.
Court herald. Very well. Slave.
Yeah, we got High King, Durtu, Albric, Jaming, and Scarbrand. Although 4 of these campaigns can end very quickly. These look very good with physical resistance, being demons. Very high damage, but they lack attack. Attack can be also acquired by experience. Very fast as well. They have over double the armor of the regular hounds and 20 phys resist. They have no missile resist. Okay, that's fair trade. I don't like the spawn of Khorne. It's gotta be the, I don't know, the most boring Khorne unit. Good multiplayer, I heard. Got 2 blood shrines. Which lord do you call Cockroach, Katip? This thing provide an aura for attack and leadership. They got Gore Feast. Pretty cool in that armor. Nice you actually get him in the early game, because I don't think I would actually go for him like this. Maybe like I don't know even the heavy guys even need later.
Slave for Khorne. Butcher for Skull Throne.
We got a Flock of Doom here. Wait to take a drop on their archers first.
Slayer of Slayers.
Got a shock.
Herald of Khorne.
He seems like a better black coach. Maybe not as deadly, but definitely tankier.
Khorne's chosen.
68 seems just right, the right speed.
Khorne's herald. With pride. Care.
And we have nothing on the rating, really. These armies are tied to save turns 4, immune to blotters attrition, maximum duration 5 turns. I have to fight battles to sate this thing. Raising of a settlement has allowed a force of Khorne demons to enter into the world. However, such fury can only be maintained temporarily, and the army will dissipate over time. Fighting battles will provide temporary reprieve.
Steel. Scarbrand. Slaved Khorne.
These things are very strange. Very strange.
The wrathful Reaper.
This will get this for post-battle loot. Doesn't cost much.
Lord of Khorne. The drinker of blood.
It's extremely high recruitment costs on this faction. These are very powerful units at the beginning of the game.
Khorne demands blood. Death comes swiftly. Lord of War. I must daub myself with blood. Exalted through slaughter. I promise thousands of sacrifices.
Yeah, we'll be dealing with the top notes here. Morgul is somewhere there. We might be able to get to Morgul before anything else. It's the strongest, one of the strongest buffs we can get. Toughness. Doing a tech for some skulls, but it doesn't seem like it's that much. It seems like just okay. So the Blood God's brass throne room fills to the ceiling with freshly harvested skulls. Will unleash rage to shake this wool to its very core. Awestruck as they are terrified, all will quail before their everlasting fury. We got 50 skulls per turn. This is where we get at the banner.
Further the Skull Throne's cause. Greatest bloodletter. Cultist of the Blood God. The Harbinger.
Not a capital here. Capitals are kinda expensive to occupy right now. Oh, this one was settled. We got a something here. Drawn to destruction. Drawn by the scent of blood and smoke, your minions have infested the ruins of the Migdal. Settlement is now yours to control. Okay. Puts us to 3 out of 6.
Something encroaches on our darkness. Purify land with slaughter.
The Corb, this one gives them a 5% chance to resettle. There's technology to double it to 10%.
Master of blood. Demons! Rain is here.
Way higher casualties than we would have taken in a battle.
Scum from the land.
Recruitment cost for the Flesh Hounds, local province. What's local province?
Sacred executioner. Legion, don't stop.
Armies replenish in foreign territory, but ruins don't count. Kinda sucks.
Murder. Legion, move it.
There has to be somebody there.
Exalted murder. Live to fight. Moving out. No fool that's safe in our world. Slaughter. The
I
wrath.
think it still doesn't work. Maybe that host is different. Ruins count? Okay, so it's just for the blood host. We are rank 2 on turn 6.
I crave bloodshed. Their skull for Khorne. Eternal warfare.
Just out of range.
Praise Khorne. Tear them apart. Bloodshed.
This army is kinda expensive. On top of what we already have. We get in a situation where we can get more battle loot.
Today we raid brutal torment. This is what we live for. This is Khorne's command. It brings destruction.
I need to burn our vigor by running into them. Might have also put in way too many units in the army. Nobody seems to be have anything in the area. Don't care about this unit. Just probably run out of battlefield though. We've put him in way too much pressure here. There's no shooters in this army. A strange garrison. They had shooters as they were AFK on the other side. Oh man. Broken as shit. The scab running around the shooters AFK.
So the result is a new AI system. Blood, skulls, slaughter,
There was a one shooter in that garrison. So well hidden I even see it on the unit cards. I remember, Udrov, that's the one where I actually lost because I didn't have a single shooter. A single shooter would have actually made us win that one.
We will crush their resolve. Scarbrand, slave Khorne. Nothing shall allow you to leave this place.
Cultist of the Blood God, I will send them into further.
You have claimed few skulls.
Ends first. We'll buff the blood letters first. Nice this one buffs blood crushers for later.
More strength, more rage.
We can't afford to just get blood hosts. Just one is already a lot. Can I disband units from this one? I kinda wanna disband units from this one.
Savage served Khorne. Mighty enough.
This one is pointless until tier 3. Because we have a portal here.
The wrathful Reaper.
And the exalted ones are also overkill. Focusing that makes no sense. Yeah, but we have no access to tier 3 heretic. And they're overkill already as it is.
Destroy them later. None shall hinder us.
Blood awaits elsewhere.
Lord of Khorne. Carneth guide.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Khorne's herald. We
Might get some military there, then disband unit there was not good, but we'll take our chances. Thanks, Lyrian. I don't know why this building even exists. This and this should be literally here. And this one is okay just to exist on its own, just needs something else on it. This can also this unit can also be here. What's a garrison look like here? We are at war with factions right now. These are very powerful units in the garrisons. Another cultist unlikely. And this is complete overkill. There's Elmer's. Alex.
Your skull belongs on us.
Those guys want non-aggression.
Rage, fury, wrath, parade, call.
There's nobody here, so disbanding units was the right move. Adjacent regions. We could fight in the adjacent regions. There's Dev Gorge,
Oh my
Karakazgal,
God.
Dev Gorge.
Have you seen that
Some
shit?
adjacency here.
Holy shit.
Thanks, Victor.
What the hell?
+1 or -1.
Starbrand obeyed.
How's the movement looking here? It might be actually a bad retreat. +1. Zarok's nearly ended this campaign. Made everybody burn their shackles. I love the system.
My wrath is bound to last. Only slaughter.
Don't wait for the slow boys, they might as well not have been in the army.
More warriors, more skulls.
Another region. We need the Armor of Destiny or Trickster Helm. Another region.
Done. Skulls. Come behold. The river, the drinker of blood.
We have that weaker Talisman Preservation, the Khorne item. 40% one.
Northern barbarians. Stop here. Fight and kill. Yes!
Guys, 40 defense. I have access to a couple of region things, yeah. There's also replenishment enemy territory. Characters replenish easy. So region might not be the best thing to equip as a banner.
Chaos Warriors. Most brutal bloodletter.
Amaras added 10 more regions to Scarbrand.
The wrathful Reaper.
Scarbrand isn't going anywhere. Might get an awkward retreat here. Literally lost half a turn here by this random retreat. Why do these random retreats happen? Makes the rampage much worse.
Khorne, reduce them to goo.
It's Blood Reapers have quite impressive stuff. Sometimes it stays on the settlement. It's a random thing they introduced when they released Grom the Paunch. They haven't explained shit why it was introduced. They just started happening in the game.
We hunt.
Sometimes you also stay on top of the settlement.
Khorne's herald. For the blood god.
These guys are just draining our income, but I'll keep them. Not much rampage really. I expect literally this to be a little bit better.
Was unstoppable.
There's no Taurox. Wide territories with bad movement range as well.
I feel nothing but fury.
We failed to intercept. That sucks.
Zagath. Skulls. Incarnate's name. Murder. The wrathful Reaper. All who falter will die. Blood awaits elsewhere.
One shadow.
Slaughter. This. Slaughter. Rejoice. Donate to Khorne. Obey Khorne. Pillage.
I'm gonna raise it next turn. Adjacent regions. Core income is okay though. Don't need anything of these buildings though. The only recruitment material I can afford is from the portal. Buildings are also cheaper.
Unrest for months.
Khorne is the other way around. The portal, is this bugged? This is a rupture in reality, but there's only 2 corruption. There's no adjacent corruption. Shouldn't it be the other way around? The portal gets the adjacent corruption. An isolated tower where its demonic owner keeps harvest souls on the day they need to feast. Corruption plus adjacent corruption. A rupture in reality. Nevertheless, an opportunity for cunning demonic minds to slip through. It looks like the corruption things are reversed here. Wouldn't it suppose the left guy had the corruption as well? Would make more sense with the rupture. Maybe this is on purpose, but this looks to me like considering the other factions different. Well, I mean, when you look at the corruption wise, a rupture in reality is more likely to cause corruption in the area than this thing here. And it was like this for the previous factions. I think they must have made the wrong switch here. Who knows, maybe it's intentional. I don't really care that much. Let's just go bleed all the other buildings, but it's inconsistent with the rest of the stuff. Now, for this faction, Bastion both provides control and corruption. Are one supposed to provide corruption, other one supposed to provide control? And we can afford it. There's really nobody to give us money right now. Everybody's poor. We need them to really be here. Now the bonuses are in a wrong way. It's supposed to be the other way around. Oh, that's a bad position here.
8 beats is mine, mine. I left Clore of Northwell. You right ear on corpse. What part to pledge?
Quick little looks like the only good buffer here.
Now's the time.
There's a shit ton of orcs here though.
The drink of blood. Start the war! I'll crush them all! I refuse. I abide. Skulls for the skull throne. Eradicate.
Quick trade 10 anti-infantry.
So much murder.
Drone to destruction again puts us to 4 regions.
You listen to quick, yes? I have the best words. Yes.
Quick is the only faction in the area right now that can actually do something.
Stop pushing it. Blood! I'll do it.
I got 6 shooters. And we just lost their summon. Put a prediction, let's go. I'm not worried about the trolls, the shooters is what bothers demons, not trolls. Goblin arrows and orc arrows, the deadliest thing to demons. Can attack the wall with Scarburnt. This area seems like at least we'll get some advantage going down.
Horns of war! I serve the Axe-Father! Great slaughter! It is done!
Nice deployment.
Throughout this land.
That army is actually enough to cause us so much damage, but look at the deployment, man. Holy fuck. Broken as shit.
Search for Khorne. I go! Not river.
This is completely broken.
Guide me! He signals! I obey! I go far! Moving. Seeking victims!
These guys were trying to shoot when it made sense, now they're going down. Home for the next Scarburnt, nice. As the bravest goblins in the world. The only reason they're gonna rot because they're running through us.
Jesus patrol! March for Khorne! Build your brains! Done without mercy! Carnage steals us! Axe-Father! Onward, Northmen!
Can actually ignore that charge. And this guy first.
Warriors of Khorne. Spreading destruction. Oh! It is ours.
We need car speed to go around the city.
Way Chaos Command. Chaos Warriors. Slaughtering! Untied foot. For Khorne!
Duck buff.
I'll guts them! Blood for the Blood God. Must slay the drinker.
Gonna be a main grinder here, huh? This guy's taking a lot of damage there.
I obey.
Guys have taken enough damage. Let's smack the crowd here.
Power of the wolf! Army of the dark gods! Warriors of Khorne!
The biggest danger of demons is banishment. When we lose leadership, they really die fast to it.
Spreading slaughter! Yes! Done! Murder for Khorne! Spreading destruction! War for Khorne! Starbrand! It begins! Starbrand! Too hungry.
That's a bad spot for demons.
Bring in ruin. Fury grows.
This guy's also gonna be a bad spot outnumbered.
Yes, odds. Most brutal bloodthirster. Cultist of the Blood God! The wolf asks! O Khorne! Seek out slaughter! So be it! Blood! God! I'm battle!
This Goblin Archer is too much for Scarburn, just best to avoid him.
Chaos! Cultist of the Blood God! Onward, Northmen! A wrathful reaper! Khorne seizes control! Khorne says...
I liked seeing balance of power battles for the few updates we had it. We see how much they have left. For some reason they turn it off again. And Dagman. This is a random campaign rolled.
Blood for the Blood God! Eradicate them! Great slaughter! Glory leads us on!
Could have been way worse. Both War having 3 factions though sucks.
Servant of the Murder Lord! For the dark gods! Cultist of the Blood God! The Exiled One! Slaughter! Insufficient slaughter!
Oh, those guys dead. Maybe they go for the capture. A lot of shit to grind, even without quality.
Bring me sacrifices!
You're just losing to the shooters.
Khorne wills it! Oh, Khorne! Oh!
These guys are very tough though. Their armor is holding. Be careful Beverly doesn't get killed.
Blood, wolf, and axe! Obeying command. Moving. Glory leads us on.
We have a little bit more toughness in Scarman against missiles now.
Blood.
We gave him the missile resistance skill and he had that talisman.
I serve the Axe Father! Move out! Blood Father, guide me!
The Skulkers will be close.
Power of the wolf! I march!
They're out. Looks like it. acceptable damage. Has a lot here. If the WoW worked and it weren't bugged like with this update, we had no chance to win this. Shit like this without magic, with being outnumbered is really hard. We have no toughness. We just have these guys are deadly. These guys are tough. Scarborn is tough. The rest is very squishy. They turn on the VOD, the blow that is all go poof.
We will crush their resolve. Scarbrand, slave.
Brave to approach me, head taker of Moors. Should I kill, slay you?
We have no version with Quick.
Yes, glorious.
If it's a projectile and physical, it adds up, of course. It all adds up. Most demons don't have missile resistance for some reason. I guess we had to burn the skulls here. Defense is weakest stuff.
The Blood Legion has prevailed.
Save the skill points. We gotta occupy this and give it to Quick. Or keep it.
From here we spread slaughter. I crave bloodshed.
Wow. Only 15 for Khorne. It's like nothing. Should be like 150.
Show way to best kin, and I will give you many secrets, yes? Yes?
This is good.
Yes!
Now we have a friend in the world.
The chopper is
We can also feed him.
the drinker of blood.
Oh, doing Elge in this rainy weather? I slept like 14 hours. When I got out, there was no rain.
The land is infected.
These guys have turned into a horde.
The Northmen grow restless. Now is the hour. I refuse.
So they're most likely gonna recruit troops. You can also give them peace next turn. Monuments, cheaper construction and corruption. Capacity melee attack all armies. 1%. Foster cults, kill, maim, burn, destroy. % on our income is nothing. I guess we'll just maim. Any landmarks? Let's see. Nothing in the battle idols from the looks of it. And Southern Badlands has Ancient Boneyard. Pretty good for us. While Khorne may not approve of using the skulls of those killed by others, this near infinite supply will still come in useful. 250 income, 100 skulls per turn, gives us a recruitment for a Blood Reaper, a capacity Blood Reapers, and skulls and kills per 10% of all armies. That's a pretty good landmark. Tier 3 as well. Definitely be a priority here. Those guys, the crew, they can take Galbaros back. Wonder who has Morkheim. Looks like the Beastmen. We want the capitals. We don't care about the other settlements.
Lord, we have brokered an alliance with your brothers. They lie in wait as the enemy approach the brazen altar. All it requires is your attendance.
This is an amazing weapon, but I don't know what to expect here, so I'm not gonna do it until very late. I don't wanna risk my army in the early game. Didn't even see that, huh? Was it just happened this turn, or that happened already before?
Very well.
Just happened, huh? Well, that's a nice option. Let's just get some skulls for now.
The harbinger of
Kinda sucks we have to chase this guy around. But that's what the hordes do. They annoy you. We do also have to destroy Sankernik.
Volta will die. Khorne's decree. Lord of Khorne!
I'll probably start recruiting at some point. Corruption, 5% chance on medical colonists to ruin regions in province at start of turn, no?
You better serve the Skull Throne.
Give us strong hunger.
Khorne grants me power.
Those guys are, I think, targeting one of these weaker settlements. The weird balance of power stuff.
Lord of Rage.
There's too much room between these regions to have any good rampage, I think.
I'll peel away your flesh before I claim your skull.
Oh, the Bloody Hands declare war. Won't be get access to any good money until like tier 3, I think. Well, people get tier 3 stuff. There's not better loot available until then.
Exalted! Slaughter! Blood for the blood.
You guys are going.
Exalted be slaughtered!
There's an open eyes guy.
Slaughter begets rewards.
Guy's gonna move here, I think.
Khorne instructs. I obey. Scarbrand, slave.
Don't even know what Malaga is. He has an army somewhere.
Blood! Khorne demands blood. Summoned to war. Pursuit of slaughter.
There he is.
Relax, Malago Dar. Malagu, Wagu Ifquare. Nui Haftur Wagu.
There he is.
Intensify my blood rage. We are Musais.
Who controls Morhammer to start?
The enemy toys with our land.
Are vampires there?
Are you?
We lost our growth. Actually losing population at this point. Yes, this is why you have one multiple lords with bloodletting. There's a crazy whack-a-mole potential in this area. It's almost been pointless to stay. We should go in an area where there's better rampage potential. Look at this, we can't even reach this turn. Fucking hell, man, another turn gone.
The drink of blood. Conceal your hides. I crave blood.
This territories really suck for Scarbrand. Unless you're going for the characters. Guess the wiki doesn't require you to do anything really. Why is it between towers and the portals and main building? They use portal. For this faction is the reverse. They don't want to really confuse it, but it's about corruption, control, and the bonuses to buildings and recruitment, and which type of troops they unlock. Really sucks no movement there. We're gonna hit it and he's gonna return it back.
You are just a skull to me.
Skeleton button, there you go. Grants you quite a bit of stuff, but you cannot keep it up all the time anymore. Looks like it's the OG army there.
Murder. It fuels rage. Skulls for the Skull Throne.
The things are gone. Prone to destruction. Which one was this? From Hinge. 5 settlements.
For the Blood God!
He really needs his skills, cause you can't really rampage without it. His rampage is pretty poor without it.
Skulls. Wrath incarnate.
Fighting the same bell again. This could have been avoided if I recruited a lot of Calbaras earlier.
Scarborough. So be it. Blood legions assemble.
We can't really approach from the north, you lose all the moon because under control. I think we retain most of the moon here anyways. I'm not sure how does it deplete the moon depending on what moon you had when you raised it. I think it retains the original movement.
Cultist of the Blood God!
I can't really confirm this one yet. There's no guarantee we're gonna move. It doesn't happen every time.
Most brutal bloodthirster!
Really big dog.
Blood!
I'm not pressing backspace there. That's if they even it works, that's bug.
Cultist of the Blood God! The Exiled One! Power of the world! Most wise!
The rampage thing sometimes will do something.
Blood, skulls, slaughter!
This guy is now hostile abilities, which is pretty cool.
Chaos warriors on Khorne.
Chaos warriors are always late to the battle. This can keep out the bloodletters. Opponents in the army just saying economy. Did I say what economy?
I obey. Cultist of the Blood God, I go.
Yeah, I read that Marconis too.
They die. Blood, skull, slaughter, rage.
Just drop the order, huh? $309 skulls. Moved still. And we lost plenty of movement.
Volta will die.
Still don't have the thing unavailable. It's a very fast steed. As a fleet-footed.
We are Khorne.
But we couldn't attack from the north. We can attack from the left side. I still want to see the movement on the max movement. So it does deplete movement and restores movement. I think they're gonna attack Alvarez there.
What? Show way to best kin, and I will give.
How strong is Bloody Hands? Rank 8.
Great, Rafik.
All did work for Crooked Moon somehow. They didn't really want to fight the Bloody Hands.
Blood fury was unstoppable.
Might be in full war there.
Hour of murder at last.
Raising Galbaros is annoying. What is gonna be the next circle here? Those guys might as well have an army in that direction.
Grand Theogenist. Citra does not serve.
There's literally a shit ton of faction that can go against us here. So this is Tomb Kings. We got a version minus 100. This is Warriors of Chaos of Slanesh.
Are you a god?
We got minus 10 just because of technology.
Evil hands shall run red. It fuels rage. Khorne instructs. I obey.
There's no guarantee we're gonna get him there.
I feel nothing but fury. Blood! Blood awaits elsewhere.
There's also be minus 100 Volkmar.
Slaughter.
I am Volkmar.
Your blood will spill more.
Come on, let's intercept. Wow. They just literally moved to create a Hearthstone there, right? Because how would they move out of the stands? The stands is massive movement here. We ambushed the Beastmen with Khorne. Auto-resolve is perfect here, they're all dead, but no auto-resolve house rule right now. With the faction leader. So we get screwed here by no auto-resolve. More whack-a-mole. Possibly. I'm not sure if they changed their stance to March. Yeah, I've been sober for a whole day now. The last hangover lasted like 2 days, I feel. Why is this in reverse?
Slaves to darkness. Blood, skull, slaughter. Blood.
Servant of the Murder Lord.
I'm battle.
Oh, the giant.
Father's blessing. Orbital. Yes.
My deformation is broken now. Kill his Gorbo at least.
Cultist of the Blood God.
Not trying to flee.
Bloodfather, guide me.
No, maybe.
Conscience souls. The whole surges. Yes. Scotland. Hellblade burn.
Mantcore, not taking much damage.
Northern barbarians. The Exiled One. Slaughter.
He's getting cancel attack animations there, huh?
My
Being
duty.
blocked by this unit.
Chaos is of Khorne.
Cultist of the Blood God.
Scotland. Eradicate them. Khorne's command. The wrathful Reaper.
Seems to not care that his arm is getting obliterated.
Northern barbarians.
Global is toast.
Slaughter. A drinker of blood.
That was a nice axe throw there.
Scotland.
Because the giant, because the giant was also focused around the other infantry. Well, I think the giant would have murdered the cultist 1-1. Well, skulls, but we need favor.
They will serve.
He did across the river, now just went to flee. Man, I screwed up about an out result there. Yeah, let's suffer with whack-a-mole. That's what happens when you can out-resolve. Fucking whack-a-mole game. All your hands smacked, Crooked Moon.
Slaved Khorne. Khorne sends us on. Blood for the Blood God. Prepare for unexpected slaughter.
I did, and I'm regretting it.
The harbinger of doom.
Oh, 4, damn, gotta take this crap. This one gives him the damage ability, Gore Fist, and more loot, movement after winning a battle, longer deployment. And this is a good one. Just need to take this crap to finish it.
Intensify my blood rage. Blood, march through the agony. March or die.
What a chance the Bloody Hands are nearby.
Fire spills.
I guess it's a decent chance they are here.
Murder. A Khorne.
Now we can't ambush anymore, nice.
I'm the fight. Left Yabagu Queruar.
Fuck off, Malagor.
Malagor use.
Very annoying to go after him. We're at war right now, just bloody hands. Bloody hands are out of control as well. Skarsnik went to the Karakate Peaks, and Bloody Hands went into the Karakate Peaks, and he defeated Skarsnik and ferried the Karakate Moon.
What? Skulls for the skull. You have armed Jarmu.
They raised Galbaros. It's very annoying. This affection is very annoying to have around Khorne, really. And this whole area kind of sucks. Gotta get 3 techs here.
I serve in damnation. More fury for Khorne's forces. Every mortal die.
I didn't even see the manifestation available there, but he would have just retreated. Now it's the high stretcher to do it.
Battle. Leave nothing alive. Rejoice in slaughter. Bathe in blood.
I serve the Ex-Father.
Would have just been random fake people declaring war like Cetra and the rest, and they would just target out small settlements because of reliability rating. That's just extremely annoying. Or secret collision. Wow. Not really much movement, really. So this would have done nothing. One army is transitioning. They could be in range here. We won't take that risk. They could have recruited all the bunch of tier 3 units. There's a guy next to us called Khorne. It's this. We need gear. It looks like they called upon the capital there.
I serve in damnation.
Oh, there's a really fuck up there with Malagor. It's a combination of bad area movement now to resolve and not killing that one on time.
The harbinger of
It annoys me.
blood. Obey the Lord of Murder. Tear them up.
So they're getting what troops? Also, I've been running greenskins for the next, I don't know, X days. Especially because the Crooked Moon got confederate as well, so we're dealing with Wurzak and Crooked Moon at the same time. Probably at some point gonna have to turn Malaga again.
Most brutal bloodthirster. On your feet.
They can actually cause some crazy damage here because it's not a siege.
Slaughter can sate it. Then go slaughter. For chaos. Untied foot. We go in fury. I march! Obeying your breath. Blood legions assemble! Stop! The wrathful Reaper! Blood, skulls, slaughter! Battle hungry. Done.
A pretty cool attack animation. Focus do damage. I have IP after all.
The Lord surges. Starbrand. My duty.
Yeah, I'll get killed if it gets into banishment. The banishment is so high for demons. Or what they call it,
Hordes of chaos. Darkness goes. The exiled one. Axfather's blessing. Followers of chaos.
the armor tank here.
Circle victims. Bring in ruin.
It's actually a charge.
Eradicate them. Yes. A drinker of blood. Fury leads us on. Yes. Blood, skulls, slaughter, rage. For Khorne. Done without mercy.
They just ran into us, didn't even charge.
Most brutal bloodthirster. The wrathful reaper. I must. Khorne wills it. For Khorne. Starbrand.
This is messed up with the archers, but in a lot of situations this question whether it does anything. Very good against the player to suicide some units. They actually damaged Scarborough enough for him to get a captain healing. Shit ton of orcs, only 466 skulls. Love for the blood god.
Herald of Khorne.
Oh, also ahead. I guess we crushed some of them, right? Well, what do we have here? Dog shit. And something could be pretty amazing, right? Campaign movement range plus 20% after winning a battle. Plus 25% after winning a battle. Plus 50% after winning a battle. And plus 15% after raising a settlement.
Blood must murder.
We restored 91 movement from that. Looking better. Have skulls with the Ekron, right? We do want Galbaras though. Like the only good city in the area, and the fucking beastman did it.
It will be done.
Would have been auto resolve, occupy, right? Right.
March to war.
Holy Hands is one of those factions that spams a lot. Maybe Siege one turn to replenish, and by the time we are on the move again, they got a whole army already on the other side. We already lost like, I don't know, 4 turns because of the beastman. It's a tier 2 settlement with mega towers.
Chaos warriors of Khorne. Eradicate them. Most frozen bloodletter. Insufficient slaughter here. Khorne demands movement. On your feet, done without mercy.
Fuck you and your archers.
Move out.
And shoot to the wall.
I am Khorne's wrath. The wrathful reaper.
Had a 50 missile resistance would have been way more manageable, but we don't. Honestly, that missile resistance skill should be just be able to be picked multiple times, okay. If you want a missile 80 missile resistance card, we should be able to get it. And even then, certain projectiles will always cause massive damage. Like Mutir, yeah, like 3 skill points, 10, 20, 30. Or whatever is the base. Affection have 15. But every character should have 15 missile resistance. They removed it from demons because of multiplayer. There's some questionable design because they already got physical resistance while other stats are different properties. They're demons after all, right? If they tie this shit to so many like layers of campaign. Just makes no sense that they have no missile resistance like all the characters. Why does a damsel in a fucking silk dress have 50 missile resistance? By design from Warhammer 1. Why does the demon don't have it?
The Exiled One.
Was dress blessed by the lady? Of course, of course.
Bring in ruin. Strength of skulls.
Magic dress. Yeah, no, there's.
Godfather, guide me!
Beacon zone.
Chaos Warriors.
It begins!
Insufficient slaughter here. Seek out slaughter. Khorne demands movement. Blood.
No, we missed there. We missed. That was not a hit. He just got knocked back. He rolled a ward save. Is that how we call it?
Defenders are slain.
4+. That might have been a 6th roll. Got hit then and survived still.
I must
Blood, wolf, and axe!
take skull. They die. Blood fury.
Powerful Reaper is pretty cool.
Seeking victims. Scotland.
The fire attack is pretty good. I have some hidden stats on it.
Obey.
There's a wavering unit next to a great demon. That they have terror, by the way.
Blood. Slaughter reign. My duty. Blood River. Blood River goes. I go. The drinker of blood
It did pretty good damage to Carbon here, but it's good for Bloody.
must slay.
This banner currently is one of the best things for Bloody.
Northern barbarian.
Doesn't put Carbon in a really bad situations for him to take damage.
Scarborough. Get out, boy. I'm battle. On your feet. Slaughter. Blood. Skull. Slaughter.
His ability feels like Khorne 1.
Let's get out.
Rampaging and just taking a walk here. When he stopped rampaging, he started attacking. As he was taking a breather.
We may climb. Bringing ruin. Scarborough.
Size is not even close, was a lot of hell with Carbon. It's a big sack.
Terrorize them into submission. Scarborough, slave Khorne. Zagath. I refuse. Scars. The wrathful reaper. From here we spread slaughter.
Akron has nothing. The repair isn't gonna replenish properly.
The drinker of blood.
Spell resistance crop. To attack. 25% damage. For the attack was duration only 25 seconds.
Demon Knight. Unstoppable Legion. I crave.
We need more movement, Scarb, and like a couple more buffs.
Blood Father. I will not fail. March to war.
Wurzak has appeared with a massive army. I don't think we can actually handle that. They got a VOG going.
Herald of Khorne. Morg says no. You are. Hack and cleave. I has powers.
That's casting as well.
Not happening. Blood.
Where'd they get all these units?
Frenzy upon me.
Was it not Ekron tier 2? I guess they got Bills Mine tier 3 already.
Gork ain't happy. Forget it. The harbinger of if it means blood. The wrathful reaper. I crave bloodshed. Morg says no. You are wrath incarnate. Blood for the blood god. Gork ain't happy. I serve in damnation.
Brain Burster in a 40-unit grinder and we are demons.
Not happening. Khorne's chosen. Forget it. Morg says no.
We have no magic attacks now.
Murder. Boiling rage. Gork ain't happy. Skulls.
I'm wondering what's in the Vado. If it's just orc boys and goblins, sure. Still a lot of shit for a -7 bell.
Insufficient slaughter here. Today we rain brutal torment. This is what we live for. This is Khorne's command. Blood, skulls, slaughter, rage.
5% or less. If you're winning a battle.
Skulls. Blood, skulls, slaughter! brutal bloodthirster. The blood fury. I must. Khorne. Fury leads us on. Power of the wolf. Let Weaver. Northern barbarians! Very well! Spread corruption! Target great power! The drinker of blood!
Cultist of the blood god!
My goblin archers were there.
Bring me sacrifices!
Let Weaver!
Warriors of Khorne! Sacrifice them!
The Exiles won!
They got the single entity replenishment.
They are dead, fueled by wrath. Scarborough slaved Khorne. All the better to spill blood. Not happening. Herald of Khorne. Skulls.
We piled up the bloodletting at least.
The drinker of blood.
A shit ton of units.
Tear them apart. Sacred executioner!
We're going in.
Khorne, come on.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just lose the heroes. Carbon did no heroes. Who needs movement when you need rampaging movement?
They are skulls.
Auto resolve, they are all dead and not a single one of your unit is dead. Second time this campaign, fucking amazing. Broken ass shit, this should be well in defeat in auto resolve. Now let's see how broken that AI is. It's a tier 3. They don't have extra garrison now. We can always mess that one up. A shit ton of them. Well, because the marsh sense, yeah. But you see this? There's more.
Today we raid brutal torment. This is what we live for. This is Khorne's command. Scotland.
At least they don't have no artillery.
It is done. Yes, done without mercy. Move out. The blood fury. Eradicate them. Arch for Khorne. Skulls. Khorne demands movement. Khorne's command.
Smack his ass!
Blood. Seek out slaughter. I'm battle. Slaughter. Khorne. Arch for Khorne.
Don't see him dancing now.
Fury leads us all.
By the time they wake up, my guy's gonna get killed there.
Khorne demands movement. My duty.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Does have no wizard.
Khorne. Eradicate them. So be it. On tireless foot.
So be it. His decree.
Scarbon there.
Insufficient slaughter here.
So we'll tear from him there. This is a big fucking area for debuff.
The wolf off.
Doesn't go low. Very slow drop.
Yes! The Exiles won!
Yeah. LDA is fucked. It's like it's been the worst it's ever been. They had like so many shooters there, the pin Scarber and everybody just waiting.
Over here!
The guy nearly got killed there.
Servant of the Murder Lord! Maneuvering! I obey! Cultist of the Blood God! I go
Fucking
far!
hell.
I serve the Axe Father! I march! I move! Following the world's signal! Spreading slaughter! Cultist of the Blood God! Blood!
Impressive he didn't route sooner. He got stuck in the big guns while I was trying to kill Wurzak. Scarburn was just following him around.
Blood! Skulls! Slaughter! For the Dark Gods! Chaos Warriors of Khorne! Carnage moves! Blood! Skulls!
So no eye ability, broken air. Why we are intimidated by that shit like this? Just start the game out. Nearly they lose this guy for nothing. Finally some pro battle loot. We had a bullshit auto-resolve, we had a bullshit battle. It's all fucking bullshit. The game just said, boys, I had enough for the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Night.